Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here with my first look of the Mi 10 Youth 5G, also known as the Mi 10 Lite Zoom. Now, this phone I just got a couple of hours back. I've done some testing on it, but this is just going to be really an initial impressions video, and I got the 8GB 256 gigs of storage version. This is the top of the line, and just initial reaction of seeing this box, I was like, this is hilarious. Definitely aimed here at the youth market, but there's a lot of power in this phone with a Snapdragon 765G included. Could this be one of the best deals for this chipset in 2020? Let's have a look. And before I get started with what's inside the box, this phone basically is filling that price range right below the K30 Pro, so starting at prices of around 2,000 Yuan, and I paid a little over 3,000 Hong Kong dollars for this top of the line model. But let's start by quickly looking at what is inside the box, and this is pretty hilarious. I think this is one of their new characters, and I love how Xiaomi just has fun with the cartoony aspect. They had it with the K20 Pro Dragon, and now they have it for this Mi 10 Youth series. And lifting the lid, let's see what we got inside. We have some papers, and we have the standard TPU case for this phone. And look at that, these stickers are hilarious. This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, and I like the art stylings of this. It's cartoony, but it's got this modern vibe to it as well. Very cool. Here's a USB-C cable, and it looks like we have a 22.5 watt fast charger in the box. Quick Charge 4 Plus, so it's not as fast as obviously the K30 Pro or the Mi 10 Pro series, but should still be a pretty decent charging time on this Mi 10 Youth. So overall, pretty standard unboxing, but I do like this box. It is one of the funniest boxes that I've seen ever from a major company. Good job, Xiaomi. Way to bring some fun and some humor into your products. Design. 7.9 millimeters, 192 grams, so very much in line with a lot of the phones I've tested recently. It is a little bit lighter though, and we have this plastic edge, so not as premium feeling because of that plastic edge, but here you see there's a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, IR blaster, all the volume rockers and power buttons in the typical Xiaomi position, USB-C, speakers, and the SIM tray, and nothing on this side. And guys, I would have loved to have gotten the green version of this phone. Unfortunately, shout out to Lampo, he said we only had the blue version in this size, and so I picked up the blue version, and it's looking nice. It's kind of reminding me of the look of the K30 Pro Ice Blue, but yes, it is a fingerprint magnet, guys, because of this glossy back. And there you see the camera module, 4 cameras in this phone, including that periscope 50x zoom AI camera, and yes, the bottom bezel is a little bit bigger. Look, compared to the phones of recent times, it is looking a little bit big, but remember guys, the price point of this phone coming in that $300 to $400 price range, it can be forgiven, and the notch is actually a little bit smaller than previous notches on Xiaomi phones. But obviously for all you guys who want the latest and greatest, you're going to have to step it up to K30 Pro if you're going to want that full bezel-less look. Display 6.57 inch Super AMOLED, guys. So another AMOLED phone at a very low price point by Xiaomi. Now let me show you here the actual specs of this phone. There you see it. And it is a full HD plus display. Very good to see. And guys, I'm definitely getting Mi 9 Lite or Xiaomi CC9 Pro vibes from this phone. Now, could this mean that this is the potential Mi A4 in the future? I would love for that to be the case, and I really hope Xiaomi does give the Mi A series a better chipset and a better size phone this year, because I'm loving this display so far. It is a flat display, and the colors pop off the screen. Pretty good viewing angles, and the white point is rock solid. HDR10 Plus also. HDR10 Plus on this phone, and we also have 600 nits of max brightness. So this is looking to be a very solid panel here on this Mi 10 Lite Zoom. But unfortunately, I did check DRM Info, guys. There you see it, L3. Wah, wah. I haven't had to do that sound in a while. It looks like you're going to have to get a K30 Pro or above if you want L1 from the China versions of Xiaomi's phones this year. And quick look at the Geekbench scores, 612 single core, 1900 multi-core. So very much in line with the other Snapdragon 765 phones. It's kind of in between, guys, a Snapdragon 845 and an 855, which is plenty fast in single core. And in multi-core, you see Samsung Galaxy Note 9, 9 got very similar scores to this phone. So still solid performance for a mid-range chip. Most importantly, it comes 5G capable, and we're going to see this chipset on a lot of phones this year now that the 865 series has been so expensive and has been jacking up the prices of Android phones. So Pixel 5 and many more will be including this chipset, but Xiaomi gets it here very early in the year, and it gets it on a very well-priced phone. And quick mention of battery life, guys. Obviously too early to share my findings, but there we see it, a 4,160 milliampere capacity. So this series seems to have a slightly smaller capacity than the recent ones we've been seeing from Xiaomi. We'll have to see how this performs day to day, but at the very least, you're also getting that 22.5 watt fast charging on this mid-range device. And stay tuned for the full audio speaker test coming in my next video. But for now, just mentioning, we do have a single bottom firing speaker on this phone. And yes, we do have a 3.5mm headphone jack, so that is a positive sight. And jumping into camera, and before the classic Frankie Tech shot that we typically do street tech style, just wanted to share the quick specs of this phone. 48 megapixel f1.8 main shooter. But the impressive one here is this 8 megapixel periscope zoom. There it is. And it's a periscope telephoto on a phone of this price. Incredible 5 times optical zoom, which allows for up to 50 times hybrid zoom on this Mi 10 Youth, aka Mi 10 Lite Zoom. And take a quick shot of BB-8. Good fast shutter there. Solid results from the main camera. And we also have an 8 megapixel ultra wide on this zoom edition, including a 2 megapixel macro camera f2.4. And this phone is capable of shooting up to 4K 30 FPS. And I have managed to take a few photos here on the way back home and some video samples. Have a look and let me know what you think in the comments. This is rear-facing video on the Mi 10 Youth, aka the Mi 10 Lite Zoom, shooting in 4K, 30 FPS. Sunny day here in Hong Kong. And just took off my mask, see if it sounds better. How are the mics? But hit me up in the comments, what do you think? And this is front-facing video on the Mi 10 Youth, aka Mi 10 Lite Zoom. Gotta remember these names. Shooting in full HD, 30 FPS. Yes, I finally got a new haircut. Feels so clean now, feels so great. That looks pretty good. Gonna walk a little bit. But hit me up in the comments, what do you think? And here we go, guys. As an added bonus here to this extended first look, let's go ahead and play some PUBG on the Mi 10 Lite Zoom Edition. And as you can see, I can only do HD High, so we'll do HD High, Realistic, enable anti-aliasing and shadows, and disabled auto adjust graphics. There we go. And let's get started. And pretty decent sound quality so far from this single bottom firing speaker, and we're utilizing the entire display. Very good to see. And it's time. It's time for the classic Frankie Tech swim test. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Woo! Oh yeah. And here we are at the plane jump. And the second Snapdragon 765 phone I've tested here on Frankie Tech. This Adreno 620 is showing no stutters whatsoever. Let's get down to the surface, get some guns, get some action. And we've got some stuff, but we're in a bad place. We haven't gotten any guns yet. Better get some soon. I'm playing on my account. So less bots in this game. Let's see if I can get some kills here on the Mi 10 Lite Zoom Edition. Okay, and it's a pretty quiet spot where I've landed here. And what is up with that in the sky over there? That is very interesting. Look at that. Guys, have you ever seen, that was so weird. I'm not sure what that was just now. It was almost like a comet in the sky. And I see a vehicle in the distance. I'm going to need that to get to a more happening area here. All right, let's drive. And unfortunately, I crashed, guys. There you see the wreckage of my of my car. Applying bandages because I got injured here. But I think someone's shooting at me now. Yes, I see someone there in the distance. He's coming at me. Take that. Take that. Booyah! First kill on the Mi 10 Lite Zoom edition. It's about time. And pretty slow gameplay here, guys, so I'm going to have to find another area to get some action. Let's go. Oh, and I see a plane in the distance. It just dropped something. I'm going to drive over there. Coming down to the ruins. Trying to find this package. Where did it land? Wait, and I see someone there. Oh, take that. Oh, crap. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Oh, man. Okay, gotta get out. Shoot this dude. Where'd you go? And what a peculiar turn of events, guys. This guy literally just disappeared. Did he die? I didn't get any notice about it. So we're gonna get back in our car. We did run someone over there, though. And what do I have to do to get a kill in this game? It is so quiet around here, guys. I must have landed in a bad spot. But anyways, how is this Mi 10 Lite Zoom Edition playing this game? The Adreno 620 and the Snapdragon 765. Cool to the touch, guys. Cool to the touch. And I don't expect anything different from this awesome chipset here in 2020. You're going to have a great time playing PUBG Mobile on the Mi 10 Lite Zoom Edition. And so that's it for this first look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit more in-depth than my typical street tech reviews, and my initial impressions of this phone are very good. We're looking at a phone that's targeted to the youth market, but very quietly Xiaomi has released what could be one of the best mid-range devices of 2020. Sure, you do make some sacrifices like this slightly larger bezel, and you do have the notch, but you're still getting what I consider the key features of a winning phone this year. You have a great chipset in the Snapdragon 765. You have an AMOLED display with awesome viewing angles, HDR10 Plus support. Very exciting to have a 50 times zoom on such a low-cost device. And there's even a 3.5mm headphone jack. The one area where I wonder how it's going to do, though, is battery, and that I'm going to have to test further. But initial impressions, guys, this Mi 10 Lite Zoom Edition is looking like a very exciting entrant here in the smartphone space. And considering it's occupying that price point range right below the Redmi K30 Pro, this may be another great alternative for you guys to consider in the mid-range space. And hit me up with any questions, any comments you have about this phone. I will be doing my full testing of this device, and do let me know also which comparisons you'd like to see between this phone. I'll be happy to do so. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up, and if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Mi 10 Youth Time here on Frankie Tech, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.